Hello guys, this is another video here for you, and today it will be just a short video about the emergency descent and what is the task distribution for each crew member during this rapid descent or emergency descent. We are reaching currently flight level, I guess, 370, and we are inbound to Split Airport. We departed from Prague Airport, and now we will set the failure of integrity, structural integrity of the airplane, and I will tell you what is the exact procedure of captain and the first officer. Maybe I will make another video in which I technically describe in depth how to use oxygen masks and what is oxygen system on Boeing 737. Okay, so we are reaching flight level 370 once again, and I will set up the failure. I guess it was pressurization program. Okay, so we have FNC speed, wind of path. Normally the flight crew will make an in-flight scan just to ensure that everything is okay, pressurization is good, and all the systems are working correctly. So let's jump to it. Okay, so if you hear this sound, immediately, but I said immediately, put on the oxygen mask because in flight level 400 or flight level 370, which are we currently now, you have approximately 10 to 15 seconds to put on your oxygen mask. Otherwise, it will be bad situation and you will lose your consciousness. So first of all, put on the oxygen mask, and second point is as well crucially because you need to establish the communication within the in-mask mic. Okay, so put the this selector from boom to mask on both sides and establish crew communications. While the crew communication is established, check on the overhead panel, and as you can see, we have differential pressure 0 and cabin altitude is approximately 350 and still is rising. So without any doubt, this is the structural problem. This could be very dangerous. It is not slow decompression in which I can manually adjust the cabin rate of climb or rate of descent, but this will result into emergency descent. Okay, so if we confirm both pilots that emergency descent is required, pilot flying becomes captain and pilot monitoring becomes first officer. So what is the first officer duty? First officer duty is put right over here the oxygen mask, then go down and put the seatbelt signs, and engine start switches to continuous, and turn on the lights because we are descending and we want to be seen. Okay, the next procedure for us co-pilot is set squawk 7700 and tell to the ATC that we are performing the emergency descent and ask for regional QNH because we are descending according to the regulation. It should be 10,000 feet, not flight level 100. But anyway, if you have minimum en route altitude higher, for example flight level 140 or 160, you are flying over the Alps. So in this case, we are going to flight level, for example, 140 or 160. Okay, so this was the first officer job duty. Captain's duty is via PA announce cabin crew emergency descent, and then he will perform. It's sometimes called the V procedure. So first of all, put lower flight level. It doesn't. Whatever you should put it there. Then press level change and speed Mach 0.76, and on conversion we will set 280 knots. So now raise the speed brakes and be careful, do not go beyond the flight detent, not to the up detent, okay, just to the flight detent position, because we have structural integrity problem. This question, if we are using MMO or VMO speeds, or the speeds for turbulent penetration airspeed, so Mach 0.76 and 280, really depends on how heavy is the structural damage. This should be quite heavy because suddenly we have zero differential pressure. So in this case, I will stay with turbulent penetration airspeed in order to avoid more problems. Some companies has the procedure as well to go down with speed 280 with gear down. Yes, you can, because if you look at the placard here, so extend landing gear we can add 270 knots. Okay, retract is much more lower, is only 235 knots. But our company is not using this procedure. So we are approaching conversion altitude. So press conversion, speed 280, speed brakes are still up, and we are descending. Remember, you as the flight crew has enough oxygen. Okay, if you look at here, you have here you can crew oxygen PSI, and you can check it within the in real airplanes there are the placard, or let's say table for your crew composition, how much pressure in your cylinder oxygen you need to have. Okay, but believe me, if you are only 2 persons in cockpit and you have full oxygen bottle on 737, you don't need to hurry up. We are hurry up only because the passengers, each row has the chemical generator, and this generator duration is approximately 12 minutes. That's why we are rapidly descent, and that's why it is called emergency descent. Okay, so flight level 280, and now the first officer determined that the minimum en route altitude should be flight level 130. This is just an example. Okay, so I will set flight level 130. We will descending. As I said before, if you think that your airplane is structural okay and there is no damage, because for some reason you evaluate that there is no structural integrity problem, maybe outflow valve failure or something like that, you can go to VMO MMO speed. Okay, so the highest speed possible. But in this case, we are using just the turbulent penetration airspeed. So speed 280 and Mach 0.76. And if you have any questions regarding to the emergency descent and procedures, just leave me a comment below and I will answer. You can see the Boeing 737 is aerodynamically very clean airplane, because with speed 280 on level change and speed brakes fully up position, we are descending only 2,800 feet per minute. So that's the NG. So we can maybe go a little bit 5 knots with the overspeed, but that's it. and I will give you a table within time of useful consciousness, and you can watch in which altitude, how many times you have, how much time you have. From approximately, I guess, from approximately flight level 350, it will go exponential up to flight level 400. There was the discussion between pilots and air traffic controllers. If you are during emergency descent deviating 45 degrees from your route, but today, for example, in Slovakia, we don't have airways. We have just the waypoints, and we are flying between these waypoints. And for air traffic controller, it's much better to know where are you flying, or what are your intentions. Because if you deviate 45 degrees to the left or to the right, then don't know how long it will take. And yeah, that's it. So this was just the discussion. It was a few years ago. Okay, if we are approaching flight level 130, then we can perform vertical speed. Let's say leave it in level change. Approximately 2000 level to level of the airplane. We stop the speed brakes and resume lower vertical speed. Stalling the speed brakes, vertical speed 1000 feet per minute. And now I explain you something here. Here you can see you have the switch normal and 100%. If you put 100%, this is the pure oxygen you are breathing. But if you end up at flight level 130, which is about flight level 100 or 10,000 feet, if you are flying on a regional QNH, that means that you have to have the mask on still. And to prolong the time and duration of the flow of the oxygen, put it into the normal. Normal is mixture of the ambient oxygen and oxygen in your oxygen mask. So it will prolong or let's say extended your time in order to avoid excessive consumption from the oxygen bottle system. So in normal pre-flight, you have to check the yellow cross, and you have to check that you have this switch on 100%. This small one is when you press it, emergency, this is the oxygen flowing onto the positive pressure. This will evaporate from the mask all the fumes, all the smoke and everything, because it's under the pressure. So that was just a brief explanation. Okay guys, I hope you liked this video, and I was quite nervous because that's me. And see you in the next video, and have a safe flights. Bye.